Hello and welcome back to the Fantasy Football Cheat Sheet, a show that we've created here at Dream Team so that all of you lot are up to date with the latest injuries, suspensions, team news and tactical insight. All so that you can pick the right players for your fantasy teams ahead of the weekend's fixtures. And we must stress all of this information is from official sources, plus it's relevant to all fantasy games as well, even if you're not signed up to our very own Dream Team game. Every week the show will be released once all manager press conferences have taken place on a Friday. That means we'll be bang up to date with all the latest information. Before we get into the meat of it, for those of you not playing the free Dream Team game, you've got to get involved. You've only got a few more hours to sign up. There's a hefty jackpot on offer and it does involve Champions League and Europa League as well. It's a quality game and as I've mentioned, it's free. Head over to dreamteamfc.com or click on the link in the description below if you're watching on YouTube. I did notice a comment last week from someone saying that they play FBL because it's free. Well, Dream Team is free as well, so that's literally no excuse. Play Dream Team, come on, get over here, stay loyal to us. First up, it's the headline news. We're going to start with the busiest team in the transfer market, which is obviously Spurs. Yeah, right. Of course I'm not talking about Spurs, I'm talking about Chelsea. With so many players coming in, who's actually going to play? Well, Ziyech and Chilwell are definitely injured and won't play in game week 1. The former Ajax winger picked up a knock in a recent friendly and is likely to be out for a couple of weeks. That goes for Thiago Silva as well, who Lamp said just isn't fit enough to play the first game. But there were some positives though. Azpilicueta and Pulisic are both back in training and could feature. It's worth reminding ourselves that Pulisic was on absolute flames after the restart last year with 4 goals and 4 assists. Kai Havertz has only recently joined, so is unlikely to feature, but with 18 goals in all competitions last season from midfield, he's certainly one to keep an eye on. The treatment room. This is the section where we find out which players we're welcoming into the treatment room. First up, Stuart Armstrong at Southampton. The cheap and popular pick came off with a thigh injury in Scotland's 2-1 win over the Czech Republic. Hasenhüttl won't be pleased with him picking up that in what is a glorified friendly. And he's definitely confirmed out as well, so get him out your teams. Next up, it's Arsenal's defence. The club have confirmed that David Luiz will miss game week 1 with a neck spasm, while Socrates is also out of a calf strain picked up in training. They join Mari, Mustafi, Chambers and Martinelli all on the treatment table. If Arteta is to stick with the back 3, it could be comprised of Holding, Tierney and new boy Saliba. As a result, it could see Saka playing a slightly deeper role than what we saw in the Community Shield. Everton will be without centre-half Mason Holgate. The 23-year-old played 27 times for the club last year and has been linked with Man United. The Echo are reporting he could be out for up to 6 weeks. Yerry Mina is back in training though and should partner Michael Keane at the back. James, Decore and Allen have all trained and could feature in game week 1. I like James, by the way. Got a lot of points in his locker. At the end of the show, we'll be giving all of our predicted 11s for this weekend as well, so stay tuned for those. Now we've looked at all the new injuries, let's have a look at those who are currently out and whether there's any chance of them returning soon. We'll try and pick out the key names we know all you lot wanted to pick this weekend. It's been an interesting summer for Man United's back line. We all know what's happened, but one bit of positive news is the return of Luke Shaw. The left back is likely to feature in their friendly with Villa this weekend and will be ready for their game week 2 clash at home to Palace. Jordan Henderson looks like he could play some part in their game against Leeds as well. Klopp was confident of the progress of not only the skipper, but Shaqiri and the Greek Andy Robertson at Simicast too. And he also gave a little bit of banter towards Bielsa, which is why he's definitely the best. The Ox is sadly the only long-term absentee of the lads in and around the first team. Wolves record signing Fabio Silva and new centre-half / wing-back Marcel are training and could be selected by Nuno. But if I know Nuno like I do, they won't just walk into that side and will have to earn their spot. It means popular defensive option Ruben Vinagre will probably start at left wing back. It's also worth noting that no replacement in for Matt Doherty just yet means Adama Traore will probably start the season in a slightly deeper right wing back role. James Maddison could be back for Leicester, which is massive news. He's been out since the beginning of July and the Foxes lost 3 of the 6 games that he wasn't part of. Rodgers has confirmed that he's trained all week and could be in contention to play against new boys West Brom. Fruch also trained and could be up against Castagna to be the starting left back now Chile has left. By the way, I did forget about West Brom in our pre-season show last week, for those of you that noticed. I don't regret it one bit though. Dan Garner and Pereira are fit, that's your lot, let's move on, don't like him. Roy Hodgson is getting on, but he's probably aged even more when he looked at the state of his injury list. As you can see, his entire defence has been decimated. 5 lads who would have all been likely starters are all out. It does mean that youngster Tyrick Mitchell will start at the back, which could be a cheap option if you're running low on money. But bear in mind, Palace haven't beaten Southampton in their last 4 meetings and have the informed Danny Ings and Che Adams up top. The Czech Marouane Fellaini, getting his big lid on things, is ready to start game week 1 too. He scored 3 goals for the Hammers last season and has continued his goal scoring ways during pre-season. He did have to self-isolate though while away with his national team, but Moisey has said it's all good. In honour of the man who received 125 yellow cards and 6 reds, we take a quick look at who's suspended ahead of the weekend. Just the 2 names this week, Johnny Evans and Mateo Kovacic. The latter got sent off in the FA Cup final, if you remember, contributing to Arsenal winning and Wolves not getting into the Europa League. Cheers, mate. Not bitter about that at all. I am a Wolves fan, for those of you that don't know. Let's get on with it. This is the section where we recommend who to transfer in this week. If you are playing our Dream Team game, remember you get 5 transfers per month this year, as opposed to the usual 3. First up, Eddie Nketiah. Now everyone is of course looking at Aubameyang, and rightly so, but this is a lad who Arteta loves and is as natural of a finisher as they come. And he's miles cheaper than Aubameyang. He begins the season in red-hot form, having scored 4 goals in 2 games for England under 21s. And if the Community Shield's anything to go by, he will start game week 1. He comes up against a newly promoted Fulham side whose defence was laughed at 2 years ago and does have a very championship look to it. Bit harsh, but can't see him surviving. Next up, the duo of Sadio Mane and Mo Salah. Regardless of signings from other clubs, along with Firmino, this is still comfortably the best front 3 in the league. The pair have scored nearly 150 league goals between them, and they won't be stopping just yet. They're up against a Leeds side that could definitely do well this season, but not here. Away to Liverpool, not a chance. Bielsa's not been known to back down from a challenge, and the attacking Leeds style could spell disaster. Next, we're looking at a West Ham player, Grady Diangana. Oh no, he's not there, is he? Oh yeah, Hammers have had a nightmare in the transfer market, but game week 1 could still be decent for them with a nice, easy fixture. Newcastle at home, who are without their influential keeper, Martin Dubravka. And West Ham have scored 2 or more goals in the last 5 meetings between the sides. So get him in. That said, we're going to go with Michail Antonio. He looks reborn playing up top after the restart last season and scored 8 goals, including 4 in 1 game. For someone in that sort of form with such a short pre-season, he's still a very, very cheap option. Alright, so you're up to speed with who's available. Let's get some predicted lineups coming your way. I know you've been waiting for that one. And I'm not psychic, by the way. I know I look it, but these lineups are based on all the information that we've read. So I'm not putting any of my own influence on these decisions. Ultimately, we don't know what the gaffs are thinking, but we've done our best to work it out. Right, that's all from us. Hopefully that's given you a lot more clarity ahead of game week 1. One final reminder to sign up to our Dream Team Fantasy Football game. You've just got a few hours left as well to sign up. There's a link in the description below, or you can find us at dreamteamfc.com. It's a brilliant free-to-play game, there's a massive jackpot for grabs, and it even includes European football. That's my most favourite part. There's loads more information like this within the app too if you sign up to our Dream Team Coach subscription service. Projected scores, fixture difficulty rating, projected price changes, and loads more if you're looking for that extra detail when picking your teams. Let us know what you thought of the show in the comments below. Let us know where we can improve. Apart from getting a new presenter, what can we do better than this? Tell us what your team's going to look like. Have you got any obscure picks? And how confident are you ahead of the new season? Right, that's all from me. Good luck for the new season and definitely good luck for game week 1. We'll see you again next week.